The show is basically, it's a singing competition, just to be clear, but it's a singing competition with a twist. The show is open to anyone who can sing, from 12 years old up to, there's no upper limit. So solo artists can enter any age and groups can enter, but vocal groups. So a Destiny's Child, the Jacksons, NSYNC, Spice Girls, Justin Bieber, Diana Ross, they're all in the same competition. Essentially, it's young guys, young girls, older singers and vocal groups, all competing in one competition. We called the show The X Factor because it was an expression we used a lot, which was, you don't have to necessarily have the best voice, you may not be the best looking person, but you have something which defines you as a star. Like Lady Gaga, she's got the X Factor. You never know till it walks in the room. I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is. It's a $5 million recording contract. That means the winner walks away with $5 million guaranteed if they win. On this show, the contestants are gonna have to do the auditions in front of 3,000 or 4,000 people. This way we bring the audience into the audition process as well. They effectively become like the fifth judge. And if they hate somebody, which they will, they'll know about it. And when they like somebody, you get a different kind of reaction. I love having the audience there because everyone's suddenly a judge, everyone's an expert. But actually on this show you get that chance because you make your presence felt. I mean, if you love somebody, you show the support. If you hate them, you can make your presence felt. And if you think we're wrong, rare, you can also change our minds occasionally. But if you've ever wondered what an audition process is like, you get to come along to one of these and you become a judge for a day. If you want to audition, we're going to be going to the following cities: Miami, New York, Seattle, Los Angeles, Dallas, Chicago. Anyone can audition, that's the whole point. You know, for years when I was in America, the one thing I used to get told to me more than anything else was, why is there an upper age limit? You know, people in their 30s and 40s would come up to me and go, you know, I want a chance of winning a competition like this. And that was part of the reason why we brought X Factor to America. I'm not looking for something we've seen before. But the reason we do these shows in America is that the best singers in the world are American. And I still believe that there is an undiscovered artist out there. Now, it could be somebody who's in their teens, it could be someone in their 30s, 40s, or it could be a group. I mean, the great thing about this show is that I think there's a gap in the market now for another Spice Girls, another Destiny's Child, another NSYNC. Why I'm back is that I believe America has the best talent in the world. I believe that with all my heart. And if I didn't believe that, I wouldn't do the show. And I'm not looking for somebody who's just going to be a hit in America. I'm looking to find a global star. 4 judges, and what happens on this show is that each judge has a category you look after. So you could be looking after the young guys, you could be looking after the young girls, the older category, or the groups. And if you have a category, you mentor your contestants. So you get 3 or 4 contestants into the final each, and then you make all the decisions. What they sing, what they wear, what dances you use, what choreography, everything. So if you get it wrong, it's your responsibility. There's more than a little competition. I mean, basically, you are in the competition as well. So if your contestants leave, you're out the competition. If one of your contestants wins, you win. And I like winning. We work with choreographers. We work with the best choreographers in the world. You work with dancers. Basically, you've got to put on a show every single night. You can't just stand there and sing a song. You've got to entertain. And the competition is about who is the best performer, because that's the real world. You know, the real world now is the biggest artists in the world, Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, this whole new generation of recording artists. They put on a show every single night, and that's what we've got to do on this show. We've got to compete in the real world. Well, I can't tell you what the show's going to be like because I haven't shot it yet. What I can tell you, it's going to look like nothing you've ever seen before. And I'm going to put the whole weight of Sony Music behind the winner of this show. They're committed to it. We have a lot of money to spend, and I want to find a star. And whoever wins this show is going to get a complete, total support from me, from Sony Music worldwide. Because I don't want somebody who's just going to be a star in America. I want somebody who's going to be a star all over the world. That's what you want at the end of this. You want a global superstar. And the first person who wins this show, I guarantee that will happen. I've just got a feeling. We want someone who's going to become a global superstar. And they're out there in America. There's somebody in a group. There's somebody who's 12 years old. There's somebody who's 50 years old now saying, you know, I missed my chance. That's why you've got to enter this show, to prove that it doesn't matter about age. If you're 40, if you're 50, you can still be a star. You've got the X factor. You think you can take everyone on. Bring it on. And you win this competition, I guarantee it will change your life forever. And for people who haven't seen this show, it's like nothing you've ever seen before. I'd love to find somebody different. You know, I'd love to find somebody who can become a star all over the world. And I'd love to say we found this person on this show. You know, it's not just about selling a few records. It's not just about selling records in America. You want to give somebody a career. You want to give them a platform. And you want the whole world to know about them. That's why I make these shows. You don't want to think small.